still has to go against the big boss of Nouns, so wouldn't count your chickens yet, as they say.
Exactly, yeah. Still has to go through that big brick wall that has been Nouns, and it has been a difficult team for a lot during the North American DPC to break through. Maybe an occasional map win here and there, but not a series win versus Nouns for barely any of the NA teams this year. Bit of tips being traded there. And what was StoneBank going on with that bro comment there?
Bro?
He wrote bro. For
he said, good luck, have fun, bratans.
Oh, yeah.
That means.
Yeah, like bratan, bratishka is kind of like my brother, you know, like my beloved brother. It's something you tell to someone that matters a lot. So if you say good luck, bratan, it's like good luck, brothers.
There you go.
Well, maybe he just said bro to that, but it felt like bro, you know, like bruh. Like a bit of a question mark. Brah. But hey, game number 2, ladies and gents, DogChamp versus Bait. Hope you got your refreshments ready because game 1, it was a spicy one. I'm sure the second game is also going to be one as well. Bait kind of borrowing Sankin Gomez's type of draft with the Grimstroke and the Legion Commander. We saw plenty of double duels. Question is, StoneBank, will he go Blade Mail or will he go Blink first? Because that would require Blade Mail above anything else. They've got Lift, they've got Fissure, they've got Inkswell and PA Slows. Maybe you don't need the Blink Dagger right away.
Yeah, I mean, knowing StoneBank, I think he likes to keep his farm up, so he'll always buy a transitionary item first. And D&M just takes so much damage on balling and a blood grenade to the face. He got one meld armor off, but then the overwhelming odds hit him right away. And if they want to pressure them now, they could, but it's level 1 heal from Bloody 9 going to help keep him up alive a little bit.
Yeah.
And this was your last pick here. You wanted to try and pressure this. I don't know if this lane is pressurable. Legion Commander is a very annoying hero to lane against. And missed a meld. That's fine. He still got the CS. I'll stop nitpicking.
But at least, I'm not sure if you want to start with Nature's Attendance on Enchantress. I guess you kind of have to. But now you don't have your poke, you don't have impetus, you don't have the enchant to just annoy this Rubik. But
there is a reason why Enchantress has not been picked very much anymore. The impetus level 1 has been nerfed quite heavily. So we do see a lot of people go for Nature's Attendance level 1. And yeah, that's the reason why Enchantress hasn't been picked very much. Her laning isn't as strong as it used to be.
At least the scaling made worse early game for sure. Does hurt a bit. Looking at this mid lane CS at the moment, Dendi Red 2 still kind of tied. Red 2 has to be careful of those enchant totems. You know, Dendi's probably going to secure a lot more CS, but he can also squeeze in those denies easier than what the Ember Spirit can. So he's been doing a good job so far, dropping Dendi quite low. He did get his bottle this time on time, which is the big difference maker.
Yeah, for sure. 2-minute water runes will come out. But pretty good job, I'd say, overall by Red 2 in this laning stage. It could be a lot worse. Maybe it was a bit of a skill difference in some of these other ones that we saw the matchups, but this one, it's going to be Dendi favored. It's supposed to be Dendi favored, or just Shaker favored. I wouldn't just give Dendi the advantage. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So far, so good for both players in the mid lane. Bot lane, still pretty good for both sides here as well. Free farming in this top lane. Oh, that one is a little bit V-Tune favored here, as he's probably going to go into a similar build as last game, if allowed. Into this just no boots battle free rush, because when you're playing PA, that's the name of the game. You just want to get to your item timings at any cost, because your laning is kind of weak.
Oh, big nukes coming in onto StoneBank from DNM and Bloody 9, level 2, helping them out a lot more. I mean, that refraction won't get too many moment of courage procs doing damage to you. You lost Speed in the top lane. Doing an alright job with this Dark Seer. A couple CS behind the PA, V-Tune, topping the CS chart for now. And I think everybody's doing a good job of kind of... nobody's falling behind right now.
Yeah, not yet. It's looking pretty good. The one lane that's starting to look really hard is actually this Legion Commander lane, as the TA's getting those early boots online. with the meld strike harasses, and of course Enchantress level 3 now, so having 2 points in that enchant, if she can get herself a big creep at some point, the lane might just be over in that regard.
Another set of water runes. No moves coming out from the mid lane yet. Stomanen dropping very low there with that meld strike.
He did that to block the big camp away from Ench, but he's gonna have to walk back to base, and will they be able to block the 5-minute camp? Maybe. Stomanen decides, I'm just gonna lose all my HP to make sure that Enchantress does not get that creep, because you will no longer be able to lane anymore.
You can refill Dendi's bottle by going straight back to mid, because Dendi's got a bottle empty. At least he can do that, then walk straight back to StoneBank in the lane. StoneBank, he's holding his ground pretty well. Able to continue to get CS. And if Bloody 9 seems to be a bit of a nuisance from time to time. Oh, V2 getting jumped on here. Toss coming out from MoOz. He's already down to 300 HP. Gets hit by another tree toss. Will live. He's already got the cornucopia. Kidaro. What is he up to?
Just trying to punish him for blocking his camp. The game a lot about blocking camps here. As we see a TP to the mid lane here by MoOz here.
Oh, Dendi might be going down. Enchant Totem keeping Red 2 at bay, but he's so low, and he's going to drop Red 2. With the help of his supports, we'll get first blood. Stomanen can't do much to help him out.
And yeah, first blood for Ember's huge, right? Because Dendi does have 14 denies, but Red 2 actually had 8. So Red 2 really holding his own in a matchup that is supposed to be, in paper and from what we've seen, a lot more difficult for him. So really well done by Red 2 so far in this game.
And this is the Red 2 Ember I talked about like in the pregame studio. When he gets this hero, I feel like he's been one of the most impactful Ember spirits in the quali so far. He can make some really clutch plays, very surprising, aggressive moves that leads into kills and him surviving. And him getting this first blood definitely pushes us forward to that point. Dendi, not lucky with the rune. There's going to be an illusion on the bottom half. Maybe he can still make it in time. It's going to be a race for it. Stomanen's at least going to be there to secure it. So bait. It's not the best rune to rotate with.
But it might be able to help him take off a chain or something and survive death at some point in this game. So definitely useful, at least. Not a completely useless rune. And of course, a refill is always nice. Red 2 is doing a really good job using this Sleight of Fist to just make sure that Dendi can't get these enchant totem denies the way he wants to.
You have been denied.
Quite good here. The only big concern you have, I think, at this point in the game is the fact that V2 on this PA again. And no, Bloody Eye making a rotation here.
Trying to find V2 as well, but he gets to jump into the creep wave, and they have a long distance to cover, so he's out. This rotation will not lead into a kill, but they will get some structural damage onto this T1.
They most definitely will.
Usually when we see this happen, Bait has been able to achieve a move on the other lane, but StoneBank's just vibing. Stomanen's picking up the Wisdom rune. And now one of the supports from DogChamp also has to pick up theirs, so there's the Tiny TPing away. But the T1 in top, that's history. And Kidaro,
this game, similar to last game, is... Yeah, well, this is also similar as last game here. As Tiny's attack speed is just way too slow to kill that bug. Can't even kill it within 3 seconds, so the TP just does go out. And just like last game here, Bait struggling on Dendi in the mid lane. But this time in a matchup that he was supposed to win. A little bit different here.
Yeah,
and StoneBank struggling as well.
He's got like 18 denies, but Ember's still the same amount of experience and actually above levels. Oh, the Echo, the farming Echo. Is it here?
Maybe not.
He's going to save it for the Ancients. It's the Ancients, right?
Oh, okay. I mean, he'll use it on any stack that you can get.
He won't use it on punny golems. Rather use it on the ancient golems.
Call them punny golems?
Like puny.
They made a pun or something?
I don't know. Maybe Lacoste has found his winner. Red 2, going to get lifted into the Inkswell. Does get the stun connection. And the Wildwing Ripper controlled by Bloody 9. Into safety. And that tier 2 tower. Tier 1 tower, even in the mid lane. That's another objective. Uncontested by Bait. And that's a 3k lead. That is also building in their favor. TA leading net worth on DNM. has been very efficient so far. He can keep up this pace. They're in for a pretty good game. Red 2, online. Templar
there's
Assassin
a
farm
juice.
pace is good.
Got the Echo used on the Ancient stack
Oh, Dendi.
again. Is he going to go back in first? He's like, come on, you can do this. We'll see. Just do it, you know? Just get in there. Be a
Just
man.
do it. Yeah.
Alright, he's made the safe play. Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty embarrassing if he died there, so respect that.
Mid being currently targeted. Bloody 9 moves on Red 2, ready to make a move. Kidaro is trying to stay safe, but now they see the gank squad has arrived. Kidaro, Inkswell already used here. Cannot TP out because MoOz is there. And with the enchant slow, that's going to be the second kill going for DogChamp. Red 2 will secure it. Meanwhile, stolen enchant for Rubik. Not sure if he can get to use it much. Maybe he can get a neutral creep.
And these things have mattered, though. Bait has been really good about stacking. Whereas if you kind of look at the stack situation on the other side, it's okay. I mean, they have one stack. It's not really that good. But there's been massive amount of stacking on this early game. As they will try to go on
Staman is
Dendi.
coming into the help. He's got no echo, so I probably
purged.
know that he doesn't have it. But a lot of damage going on to Red 2. Silence is there as well, but the Inkswell stun doesn't look like he can escape.
He's dead.
And Dendi will take down Red 2. There goes your advantage built up in the mid lane.
enchant on Stamanen just removes that level 4 flame guard immediately. So he's just taken tons of damage there. And of course, Kidaro TPing in there with that silence and stun combination, allowing him to get that last enchant remnant off. That's a big kill.
Yeah, suddenly
All
a
of a
good
sudden.
steal turns into a great steal, getting that in.
Yeah. Probably don't think about that too much as a mid laner. He's got enchant, oh well, but Stamanen is definitely thinking
He
about
only
it.
realizes, oh, I'm actually doing a lot of damage here. Kidaro, he's got an Alpha Wolf and Bloody 9. Both chewing the Scrimp Stroke and getting a kill with it.
This is where you learn real fast that as a support, you can't walk to a TA lane, because that trap killed him pretty much just from full, and then Chantress right clicks.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Smoke up towards the jungle. Stamanen will be spotted. Quick remnant jump in from Red 2. And he's on the chase. Speed's also making his way here. There's the lift to save the Rubik. Moves a bit too far away without a blink dagger. Not much of a gap closer. Just a 1.5 second searing chains, and that's it.
Yep. And now this is where the beginning of the end kind of started for DogChamp in the last game, when V-Tune finished this Battle Fury with no boots. Just keep hitting the creeps, and net worth went up, and especially if he gets a kill on top of his
Oh, but MoOz is actually going to die. He stayed a bit too long. V-Tune, Dendi, Stamanen going to surround him and leave this kill most likely for either of the cores. They've Avalanche tries to TP out, but the lift, okay. Well, stack their stuns a bit there to cancel the TP, but it's a kill. Don't think they're too worried about that.
Oh, definitely not. Wasn't really necessary, but they're kind of just chilling anyway.
Yeah, well, then he can't farm Ancients now for 2 minutes. That's the downside.
I mean, at this point, it should be PA with the Battle Fury farming Ancients. Like, he gets the first stack, but after that, it's all V-Tune, and he has that Battle Fury.
Yeah, V-Tune's had great timings on this. Again, sub 12 minutes. Maybe already had it before. Didn't really look at that, but there's a jump onto Red 2. I thought that was an Ench they were focusing there for a second, but it's actually the mid-Ember. How does he get caught again?
You know, that top fight where they killed MoOz? Stamanen, yet again, steals another good spell. He stole the Avalanche this time around. And the Grimstroke with the silence, the chain stun. It's too much for this Ember Spirit.
Oofa doofas.
And these deaths, they matter a lot. Of course, your TA is farmed. Darkseer is also farmed. This is still going to play a factor, and I think Darkseer is going to have way more impact than Nature's Prophet in last game, for example.
MoOz is playing aggressive here, but they're actually
he's got
letting
some
it
heroes
go.
behind him.
Yeah. Red 2 coming straight back. Yeah, the big difference now with those two kills, Ember's level 8, Dendi's level 10.
Yep.
The difference is building. Also gone past net worth as well in the Battle of the Mids. But there is a difference between DNM and V-Tune currently. Sitting over 1,000 gold difference, DNM. Almost done with the Desolator. And that's
The only issue here is just that this TA hero it's not a good matchup against PA later in the game, because PA is a hero that naturally, especially in a game like this, will buy a Manta, and Manta will chew through those refraction charges really quickly until you're at least 25 on this TA to get that +7, and then you're just dead. So it's not really a carry-to-carry matchup that's like super hard.
Oh, that's rough. They got shown in the lane because the Iron Shell was doing damage to the creeps. They pinged the creep wave, but wait, something's wrong. And then after, DogChamp pings the cliff for the ward, which was there, even though they had a smoke on. The moment they put the sentry down, the ward's already gone.
Yeah.
Always a bit of a support thing. I feel it for the supports. Stamana with 9 stacks.
Yeah. Kind of just shows like how much more they're playing the efficiency game than DogChamp. But DogChamp, they're not really playing aggressive either. Well, they're trying to play aggressive, but with only like 1 or 2 heroes kind of getting caught out. So you're stacking on bait, and you're kind of getting freebies and MoOz and Red 2 just kind of running in and dying on top of it, which is really slowing down your net worth progression after that amazing laning stage you had.
And there's just not a lot happening in this game aggressively. 6 kills in 15 minutes.
And they don't want to do anything on bait, that's for sure. We talked about how StoneBank likes to play. He always goes for this Blade Mail. Then he'll go for his Blink. After the Blink, then maybe we'll start seeing StoneBank make some plays on the map. But it looks like Roshan is the call. 15 minutes. It has gone to the Dire side. It's taken that twin gate over. And you have a Desolator TA. And they're just going to try and clean this one up. Real question is, what can they do with this after they achieve it? And it looks like DNM is going the aggressive route here. Instead of going a Blink Dagger, looks like he's queuing up a Silver Edge for his TA, which will give you that really early ability to kill PA before he has the Dispels available to him. So, could be the tempo that they need.
Also helps with killing Grimstroke and Rubik in pretty much just one quick go.
Yeah.
Right-click into Meld Strike, right-click, and...
I mean, that happens no matter what he buys. As long as he has a Deso, those heroes are just going to melt like paper. In fact, it might be harder to reach those heroes with a Silver Edge than it would be a Blink. This Silver Edge is mainly, I want to say, targeted for the PA. But you have to keep in mind, it also breaks Earthshaker's passive, so you can just get on top of him and not have to worry about Echo Slam stunning you or Enchant Totem. So maybe that's another aspect that's being overlooked a little bit.
Well, they're going to be sieging this tier 2 tower. DogChamp definitely increasing the tempo now with a lot of silence, a lot of staleness in this game. DNM's just been hitting creeps and farming as he's supposed to. Finally getting to use something with that farm that he's accumulated. And that tier 2 will fall. They even get to defend bottom. But there's a fight in the river, and or not, actually. They tried to jump on Red 2, unsuccessful.
Duel missed. That was a Blink reveal, but Red 2 was able to get out without getting hit by that duel there, so really well played by him, because he would have been dead for sure.
It's kind
that
of
would have been a duel damage. And there's been 0 duel damage for StoneBank this game, by the way. 0. It's 17 minutes.
He, yesterday, was it in the wild card series, he also had like 20 duel damage in 25, 30 minutes or something like that, and he finished the game with nearly 300. Because he had like one of the worst laning stages. He had one of the worst laning stages he's probably had this tournament, if we don't think about like, well, last game was actually pretty good for him. But that LC performance where he's like, well, I can't do much, guys. I hope you guys can carry this game for me. He slowly starts to get up levels, gets a couple duel wins, finally gets himself that talent to increase the duel damage increased. And then things start kind of snowballing out of hand. It's like, okay, this guy's actually got a massive amount of duel damage. Well, he doesn't actually have the talent, except at level 10, with a +8, but you get 38 duel damage per win, and suddenly you've won like 5 duels in a row. But hey, look at that. DogChamp want to use the Sages for the aggression. They've got StoneBank on their sights, and he's going to get caught. It does get the moment to press the attack out. Blade Mail bouncing about some of that damage, but he will fall nevertheless. Stamanen also spotted. They're playing around with that Wild Wing Ripper, enchant on enchant.
Yeah, and DNM has decided that he's going to slow down his farming speed and just go from tower to tower and do objective-based gaming. As it looks like Oh, okay, I see you. Dendi on the back line has been cutting the wave, so they don't have a wave to push his tower.
Found red
after
too.
killing StoneBank.
They just need to get the stun to connect. Oh, they can't.
He's out.
Oh, the one thing that they needed. Maybe the early cancel on the Inkswell, but not going to happen. Nice trap from DNM, slows down both of them. Courier takes a hit. Courier will live. Bloody9 can't snipe. Dendi, V-Tune, they're moving in. StoneBank's coming in as well. They see red 2. There's the stun. The duel coming in, and that's going to be duel victory number 1. Instant recall. DogChamp in trouble. Bloody9 might be another casualty of war, but they're playing it very safely. V-Tune. Ink swelled up, but here comes DNM. Snipes the side, takes Kidaro in one go. Oh, the vacuum wall! Look at that go! DNM with a triple. And bait. They have to instantly retreat. That's why V-Tune was so cautious about the situation. Guys, I'm not sure if we should take this. And suddenly 3 heroes gone for DNM.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to look at and be like, oh, there's this free Bambi to be killed here, but he knows it is a trap, as this Enchantress a little bit tanky, but even if they kill it, you're exposing your hero. So V-Tune does back out, but great vacuum wall there by Speed, lining them all up for DNM to get that triple kill there. On the right path here, and with that, he's definitely going to be finishing up maybe his Silver Edge, but most likely the Shadow Blade. Just the Shadow Blade for now, but quite a lot. As you can take the enemy Tormentor if you want, it's DNM here. One of the few heroes in Dota right now that can actually solo it at this stage of the game. With your refraction and double meld, it will die to just your hero if you want to go for it.
Right now, the lanes are also pushing in. DogChamp, they can keep up this tempo. They're active. They're online.
Oh, Dendi's pinging it. He wants that 21-minute Wisdom Rune, perhaps, as we see. DNM is going to go ahead and kill the Tormentor, and Dendi's going to see this.
The zaps are flying in. The zaps are flying in.
They see him, actually.
But his blink's not being cancelled by the Tormentor. It's not hero damage. And looking for him here. StoneBank charging the high ground
and
there
Aegis
with that
is now gone.
But nobody there. Aegis is out. DNM going to show himself with the refraction. StoneBank seen. He goes in. He's got no option. He needs to go in now. It might even make it work out. They're low on HP. Soulbind coming out as well. They're going to get the kill. But the vacuum wall. But now they're going to lose the Enchantress. And they still got everybody up on bait. V2 fighting against MoOz. Speed on the run as well. Such a tight fight. And Rit2 still trying to battle it against Dendi. But he also has to move out. He's slowed down by the dagger. V2 coming in for the rescue. And they take another. Now Speed left with MoOz, who's hiding on the cliff, but watching his friend Speed getting torn apart. He gets to blink out, but he only blinks into the arms of StoneBank. Has a blink ready. Goes right on top of MoOz, and here comes Damon, and he's also got Avalanche, but Dendi! Totem to the face. Good night.
And that's a big fight. I was a little worried there at the beginning. StoneBank going in there like by himself. They're dueling this TA, but it looks like he was tanky enough with that blade mill being popped. And he did not win the duel ultimately, but they definitely won the team fight as we got a triple kill for this PA, going directly into what I believe is a Manta coming out next. So every time they end up dueling, they will be able to break this refraction very quickly. So we'll see the replay come out here. Very aggressive. He's kind of by himself here, but we do get some of our spells off here in the back line. The PA gets a couple more kills. What a great Echo and Fissure by Dendi there. I was like, did he miss his Echo? No, he just used it onto Red 2 to allow that extra silence to come out there. 3-man Fissure. Pretty much everything almost picture perfect here for Team Bait, as they easily clean up this fight. And Speed tries to escape, but Dendi on the shaker, man. Like, when are you going to start respecting this? When does this deserve a ban?
Exactly, yeah. I feel like they're just letting it go, feeling like it's not the threat. We just demolished it in mid, but you're not playing the same hero. You're not destroying him this game. And you're not even outside of it destroying him at all. StoneBank doesn't want to duel Bloody9. He's in trouble. Gonna need some help. Dendi comes in with the fissure, zoning them out a little bit, but that impetus, that's gonna end his life.
Oh, he tried to smoke him. It almost worked, but MoOz was there to block it.
He gets to jump first onto the Rubik's. Damon silenced by the trap, and he's gone. Bait suddenly giving away a couple pickoffs here. Kidaro spotted next. The silence goes out, but he's also going to get scouted out. Ow, the chains as well. Tries to use the camp for his advantage, but not going to work out this time. And this Grimstroke, he's also going to be gone. 2 hits from DNM.
It's a rough one to be a support against these heroes for sure. You've got an Ember, Tiny, and TA all on your tail here. A little bit of a misinitiation here by StoneBank, right? He blinks in, tries to realize that, or tries to get something done, but then realizes his team isn't there. And then they just turn it directly on top of him there, and a bit of a feed there from Mr. StoneBank, causing his supports to die as well as him. But yet again, V-Tune, we saw what he can do in the last game if you can't kill this hero. Farming up very, very, not even quietly at this point, just kind of in your face. Manta is online, Shard is coming out, Deso's coming after that, and now there's an illusion rune.
And there's a bloody 9 as well. V2 gonna walk straight into him, throws in the dagger, slow attack speed, no crits. And he sees red too. That's a target he can definitely fight. Do they have vision on the high ground? No. Silence comes out. Manta being popped as well, going for the straight attempt on the red 2. One more crit. Not gonna happen.
Well, when he gets that Shard and Desolator, kills like that that weren't possible will start to become very possible. Starting to see, getting a glimpse of why
chase some MoOz.
Is so good.
StoneBank right next to him. Oh, misses it barely.
Here.
Ankle's broken. Things are looking pretty interesting in this game because now both teams are like, we have our strong part, they have their strong parts.
It's all about initiation, right? In
exactly.
So many different ways. Because like, if you get a big vac combo by Speed here, and you hit the Silver Edge proc onto this Phantom Assassin with some Avalanche or whatever, you might get a kill here as we see a mass TP in the top lane, but this is spotted out by the trap.
Surely is. They know that Roshan is on their sights, but are they going to be in the pit? Are they going to be outside of the pit? The cliff position.
A good ward by
DogChamp was successful.
Here.
It was what they were successful in last time, but now the wraparound. MoOz and V-Tune walk into each other's. And MoOz still in the middle, red 2, going for the wraparound, still on the side. They go all the way to the right. Hellbear Smasher. Me Smash. Looking for someone.
And Bloody 9 just wants to run in and bait himself, realizing you don't want to use any spells on Bloody 9 here. You want to be locking down this TA, you want to lock down the Ember, and maybe even the Darkseer. They're all great choices here.
They're trying, yeah, this patrolling Hellbear just going back and forth. He's gonna look for someone. He's gonna find StoneBank. StoneBank gonna get a move, and then you get the instant jump on him.
BKB.
But the BKB is there. MoOz gonna get the duel. He's gonna get dueled by StoneBank. Kidaro's already down though, and Bait. They're finding Neck and Claw. They're trying to get everything done here. But DogChamp, they've lost one. They forced the buyback out of this Grimstroke lead by V-Tune. He's inside Dendi. And look at that, the back wall as well from Speed, but it's not enough. It's not enough. They're going to end up losing more than they bargained for as that Echo, it hits multiple targets, disrupts them on the spot. And there's your DNMTA deleted again. V-Tune marches into the Roche pit for Bait to take it.
Oh man, what an Echo there.
Again,
Fear. Almost happened, but they were able to kill this TA. And once you kill the TA, guess what? You can no longer kill the PA. And so they delete the TA immediately, and then now all of a sudden V-Tune, the rest of their heroes aren't going to do anything into V-Tune.
Yeah, the Echo gives a nice burst, but damn, V-Tune's total damage that fight. Uninterrupted. Uninterrupted V-Tune.
You're going to see here, it's like things look a little bit dirty, and I wanted to see, do we actually get a Silver Edge hit onto this PA whatsoever? And I don't think we actually do, because here comes TA Invisible here. Uses the break on the Grimstroke of all heroes, right? So now your Silver Edge is on cooldown. You try to go in, and now all of a sudden V-Tune's on top of you. You got no Silver Edge to kill him. And of course, Dendi, all he has to do is lock him down. Knowing there's no Silver Edge, boom. You can't touch this PA anymore. I don't know if you can afford it. Of course, maybe you have to go for that kill, but your window of opportunity here is very small. And when you're in a position where DNM, he has to use the Silver Edge to hit the PA, to get a kill, to win the fight, that is such a small window you're playing for.
In the famous words of MC Hammer, stop, Echo time.
And then,
Stamanen
famous words of Stamanen, I'm giving a gem away.
I'm just giving you a little jewel.
I'm dead.
But it's not a "this is fine" meme. Hey, that's a very close, big close-up there on the shaker. I know Dendi's mustache has been growing is quite the something, but that shaker beard, next level. We've got the vac wall coming out, but it doesn't really do too much work, and that is going to be costly as well. Spells being used. DNM, can he do something? Dendi, oh, the big heal from the cheese. The Echo does nothing, and he's gone. Dendi dead. Feeds in with the DD rune, trying to make some work happen. Red 2 in the battle, but he's going to be losing his life as well. And now on to the next one, an ultra kill for V2.
This guy's got a DD, by the way.
Cannot fight him. Cannot battle against him. They forced the cheese out of Dendi, but that DDPA... Oh, that's just another story.
I mean, V2 has been making this PA look busted. I've been wanting to watch a game to kind of like understand more and more why this hero is so popular in the pubs, but nobody is picking it in competitive, and it's looking even more busted in this game than I've seen in any pub right now. Like, he seems unstoppable game after game playing this hero.
DogChamp they're in kind of serious trouble mentality-wise because they're already down in this series. And they gotta corral this game together because they can't afford a loss. They can't let this game slide away. StoneBank MoOz, good reaction there. Those are the small things that you need to get an instant avalanche, an instant toss. Because StoneBank, he's got no fear. He's just playing to win for the team right now.
Definitely is here. As V2 keeps accumulating items here, one after another.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
How do you stop this, man? I'm really trying to find ways. It's gonna be hard. You're yet again with a lineup that is lacking some stun. You have duel. You have Echo Slam on the other side. Your only stun here is a tiny stun. That's it. Just an avalanche and a toss. Not easy to get off. And on top of that, they have to hit a Silver Edge hit because he opted not for MKB. He opted for Silver Edge. He has to hit that Silver Edge hit while he's chain stun, and then yeah, you could probably kill him. But how do you make that happen with just one tiny stun? Seems very, very difficult.
Talk about
and
damage
without
output.
That Silver Edge hit, 75% of that will be evaded.
Now that damage output, even onto the LC, gets a bit harder because overwhelming odds. You get at least +5 armor in the duel because you can pop your overwhelming odds to connect, so that makes it harder for TA to kill. I normally don't highlight this LC shard that much, but in a game like this, when you're fully reliant on physical damage output, all the small bits that keep StoneBank alive just gives him more courage to go in.
Yeah. V2 decides he's going high ground. At long last, he will be hitting the enemy structures.
MoOz trying to interrupt StoneBank going in. And successful.
Oh, bye.
Oh, big
he's on the
coming
PA
in, but he
again,
doesn't
too.
actually get anything done here. And PAV2 all by himself on the high ground. He just keeps bullying them. Turning around, back and forth. Looks like he's going out, but instead he just blinks onto the next
That was
target.
half his HP, by the way. One dagger. Well, half of Ember's health.
That's why he needs that Shiva's guard. He really needs some armor on top of the 13 that he has. And that top lane. Oh, look at that. Enchantress gone. V2, 11-0-4. An unstoppable force. And is the Ags. Get a kill, you throw another dagger. Get another kill, you throw another dagger. Jump from target to target.
And he doesn't care about Impetus, he doesn't care about TA right click, he doesn't even care about the tier 4s hitting him. With all this evasion he has right now. He doesn't really care about anything, as Aegis will go down, so maybe you have a small window here, but like I said, the Silver Edge hit into a Tiny combo, that's pretty much the only option you got here. But Tiny's dead, so there goes 3 of your barracks, make that 4.
And it's an 11k lead for Bait. They're one step closer to getting that grand final spot. What do you do as DogChamp now? Honestly, like, you can build extra armor items. You can kind of try to stretch these fights a bit longer, but that's exactly what Bait wants to. The longer the fight, the better the PA usually is.
Pretty much. PA is great in long fights and short fights.
There's no middle ground in this game.
That's V2 takes a lot of damage from soloing the Tormentor there. Will lifesteal it back up from the Phantom Strike, but that was recently nerfed just a little bit, having a 40% penalty on creeps. But he's back to full anyway. On top of Grim Shard, I suppose. Also dealing with that one.
Well, they got a sheep stick on the works for the Darkseer, which can help.
That's big. Oh, on the works. I mean, I thought you said he has a sheep stick. Right?
On
There's
the
a moment
works.
of hope here. This guy's got 500 gold and no parts of the
It's
sheep
in the works.
stick.
It's in the works. You know.
I was like, oh,
realizes
sheep, Darkseer. Okay, that makes sense. This could be really good for them. But will he farm this by the time V2 marches down bot lane within the next minute and a half? That'd be the fastest sheepstick farm from scratch I've ever seen in my life.
Well, we've seen miraculous things happen, but they really need to get something like that together. They have like these Grimstroke plays when they're building. You remember that at the start of this regional when we talked about, oh, Grimstroke's building Ags against this carry. That could be interesting. It's not the best item, but he's doing it. And he goes from 1,000 gold to like 2.6k after a small fight. So maybe if Speed lives and DNM kills equals profit.
Yeah, if they kill V2, I agree.
It's just a lot of question marks in between.
It's
the
going to
next
be
steps.
difficult to kill V2. They really have to get this
StoneBank, he's got the opportunity. Dendi's stunning off
Again.
MoOz, and there's the duel. It's a victory, too. Is it a victory for the win, though? StoneBank, he's out.
That's BKB forced on the TA as well.
And the man who
TA,
started
bit of
this
a tongue
game,
twister.
he started this game with, like, what, 28 duel damage, and he's up to 150 now. So it didn't take too long for him to bounce back in this game as well, just like yesterday. Every kill is worth a lot for StoneBank.
At this point, StoneBank can just sit in the back there and just hard dispel V2 and let him carry them to victory here, because that's exactly what's happening right now.
An attempt is made. Shiva slows there. This Ember's a bit tankier now, but is he tanky enough?
Got the break
taking
off.
some time, but it's working. It's working. Oh, what a back wall! Oh, that's huge! But Dendi, can it turn it around? And then even better, the stolen vacuum from Stamanen, interrupting them, and they cannot follow through. They were so close to getting V2, maybe even more. But the fissures, the enchant totem, Stamanen with the vac, they just couldn't follow anymore. They had to back.
And V2 almost died there. There was one
So
impetus
close.
chasing him at the end, but guess what? It was evaded, as he does have 75% evasion.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Of course he did. I don't know if we'll get to see that replay. Most likely not, as this game is still
Might get another fight
action-packed.
as well. MoOz tried to toss. V2's faster. Instant Manta pop. MoOz tosses an illusion towards the fountain.
And there's
There
the
goes your
silver
melee.
edge hit.
One more
Dodged,
building.
Actually.
One more building for the Megas. Speed. He's going to try something, but StoneBank, he's got a trick up his sleeve, and here comes Stamanen into the fissure of 3, and followed up with the enchant totem. There's another vac to push them away, but they won't be able to kill anyone here. However, the buildings are done. They're done and dusted. StoneBank, he is down. It's a kill. They need more. They need so much more. Red 2 having second thoughts, turning around for a second. V2, he spotted. They find the PA, trying to go for the turnaround. The Abyssal play. He wants to get a kill. He will take it. He will take it. He'll take another. Yes, sir. Thank you. Right straight up on the
need your
plate. On the
TA,
speed, he
man.
goes for a third kill. Might as well. I mean, they're just giving these kills for me right now. I'll take it. They get a triple. Onto MoOz maybe next, and DNM at the back line. Bloody 9 also there. Ultra kill. We're looking at a potential
Give this man
5-man
a
kill
rampage.
straight in a row for V2. Rampage! He takes everything. He takes them all. Dendi. Can he get DNM? No, he can't, but that's GG. Bait to the finals.